What up, Liquor Nation? It's your boy Dtlf, man, coming back with the halftime report. My goodness, this team, for some reason, has our number. I don't know what it is. They're not even that good. This is a pretending team, bottom of the road, middle of nowhere type team, and they're fighting to try to make the playoffs, but they're not that good. And honestly, for some reason, they have our number. I think we get exposed inside a lot. Everybody's talking about, Julius starting, which is good. He's doing good offensively. Well, where the problem lies is defensively. Defensively, the problem, we get exposed by other bigs, man. It's ridiculous. It's like it gets to the point where we get dominated, and yeah, it's embarrassing. Honestly, it's embarrassing losing to these Clippers at the half by 14 already. And every time we make a little run, we make a big mistake to, everybody, they get right back into the game and they start busting the lead open, unfortunately. So, it's unfortunate, guys. Ingram hasn't showed up. We definitely needed him. Kuzma made a late appearance here in the second quarter, but for the most part, he's been off tonight again. It's tough, man. The players' meeting, we got a different start, at least. They're trying to shake things up. They started Brandon Ingram at point, which I liked. However, I love Julius Randle, but I would not start him at center. He's too small. If anything, they should have slid Josh Hart down a little bit, and they should have slid him to the 2 and took out KCP from the start line. That's what I would have did. And you have to have a big man in the middle because we're getting destroyed, guys. We're getting destroyed by every single big man that comes through, game after game. Luke Walton keeps pretending like we're Golden State or something and we can play small ball. We really can't. DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin are eating our smaller players alive. I wish they would give Thomas Bryant a chance. We need a body inside, man. If not, we're going to have to trade for somebody because it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we get dominated by team after team after team. The other night, it was a different big. Tonight, it's DeAndre with catching lobs off, screens. Blake Griffin just going right over smaller players. And, Julius Randle's doing great at the half. He has 13 points, I believe. Scoring efficiently. Kuzma turned it up, like I said, late in the second quarter. But it's just not enough, man. We don't have enough shooting. And unfortunately, we're taking the bait. Defenses are leaving us wide open for 3 because they know percentage-wise we're not shooting good this year. We're really beating ourselves. Every time we start going in the paint, we do better. But defenses take it easy. They sag off. They let us get open on screens, and it's horrid, man. It's horrid. We just keep settling for 3 after 3. I did not like the Kyle Kuzma three-pointer he took by 3 feet away from the three-point line. That was a bad possession, and it led to 2 points coming down the other, and luckily they didn't make the last shot because it could have been worse. But stuff like that, man, I know we're a young team, but we got to learn at some point. I didn't like the way Jordan Clarkson ran the break when he had, people in front of him. Little things like that go a long way because, that's why everybody's doing the selfish thing. Everybody starts going one-on-one. Everybody tries to solve the problem in one possession, going one-on-one, and you just can't do that. You just can't solve the problem in one possession. You got to play it, you got to take care of the ball. You got to keep playing possession by possession and make sure you share the rock. That way your teammates stay interested and motivated. And this is where we really miss Lonzo because Lonzo spreads the ball really well. And, it rubs off. Other players start. Look, just for an example, the last couple of games we haven't had Lonzo, we struggled to even get to 100. When we had Lonzo, we were averaging 105 points plus. So that tells you everything. We're currently down by 14. And, Lonzo makes a world of difference. We really weren't getting blown out with Lonzo. So it's a shocker that this is happening without him. I'm sorry. It's not a shocker that it's happening without him because it's just he's the cohesive piece to the puzzle that makes everybody click and gel. He even makes Kuzma way better. I've noticed Kuzma has struggled a little bit without him here to get some wide open shots. So defenses are starting to zero in and adjust. And so, it's crazy, man. But I'll take some comments now, man. What do you guys think of the half? It's just embarrassing, honestly, that we're losing to the Clippers by this much. In our house. It's really our house. They're just rent here. They pay rent there. So it's a shame, man. No shooters in a shooting league. I agree. And for the fact that we don't have any shooters, we settle for too many threes. That's what bothers me even more. You know? It's crazy, man. Hard to watch without Zoe. Exactly. I think now everybody who was taking him for granted, I think now they know. You know? I think now they know how much we miss him. Are you from LA? Yes, definitely, man. I'm from Compton, California. I don't currently live there right now, but I grew up there. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. It was a Christmas gift. When do you think Randall and Clarkson are going to get traded? I don't know, but I think they're going to get moved, honestly. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to get traded, but I still believe they're going to get moved. Honestly, we're too undersized. We need some size. We need some big men in here. I see why they were trying to get Noel. I see why they were trying to get him, even though he's injury prone and all that. We need somebody who can protect the paint. We got Austin Rivers looking like a superstar, stretching the floor and then coming and just waltzing in and hitting all kinds of crazy layups. We make average players look good every given night because we don't have any paint protection, so it's easy for the defense to get inside. So it's tough, man. You grew up in LA too. That's what's up. We're probably LA neighbors. Is your birthday in August? No, my birthday was in December. It just passed. I know we're not an ISO team, but don't we need to get Ingram more shots in the post? Yeah, it's also Ingram's job to be more assertive and more aggressive. He's kind of settling a lot, you know. I like him better when he attacks first, shoots second. But I guess size is intimidating in the paint, right? And since we can't really stretch the floor because even our shooters like Kuzma have been off lately, that makes it impossible to get in the paint because now everybody just sags off and they just camp there and wait to block shots. So it's tough, man. Honestly, I've been watching the Clipper games. Austin Rivers has been balling against every team. Yeah, I've tuned into the highlights, but Austin Rivers is not that good. He's having a little dream right now. We need to wake his ass up right now. I'm tired of these no-name players coming in and making a name for themselves. Are you a Cowboys fan? No, I'm a Rams fan. LA Rams. The Cowboys were fun to watch last season, though, when they had Dak Prescott and the running back rookie beast. Dan, even with Lonzo, we had lost with the Clippers. Facts, bro. Yeah, we had lost, but we were competing every single game with Lonzo. Last couple of games, we've been getting blown out, especially late in games. Hopefully, we change that trend, you know, in the second half, and we fight back into this game. But every time we make a little run, either bad reffing, boneheaded settling for threes, or just turnovers, man. Or missed free throws. Missed free throws have been atrocious for us this season. You know, defenses can just hack us when we get to the rack because they know percentage-wise we're gonna miss. So it's easy for teams to play us right now. Where it was hard for most of the season. So it's tough, man. I would package a trade including Ingram for Boogie right now. Tough, man. That's tough. I don't think I would do that. We need to foul less. They're killing us with the early penalty free throws, and that's another thing. KCP has been totally atrocious, especially after going to jail and stuff. I don't know what's wrong with this guy, but seriously, if you're Luke Walton, you gotta yank the chain on him and sit him back down because he's really defensively he hasn't been good neither lately. I mean, he reaches a lot. He's getting called for fouls. He's running into people over gambling, giving up stuff. Man, it just gets me annoying. Lakers don't even have one reliable offensive play they can go to. That matters as well. The coaching staff, great point there. The coaching staff is not. They claimed in preseason that they didn't have time to run half-court offense. Well, it looks like they still haven't had time because, wow, you know, it's been pretty bad in the half-court. We're better pushing the pace and getting out on the fast break. But even then, we've gotten really sloppy at times. You know, it's tough. Well, hopefully in the second half we get it going. And things just get better. It's tough. Fire Luke Walton and hire Mark Jackson. Man, wouldn't that be great? But it might not happen anytime soon, guys. So don't lose any sleep. Don't get your fingers crossed. Don't hold your breath. Will we trade for Boogie this season? I think so. I think the blockbusters are on the horizon. If it ain't Boogie, it might be the other guy, Paul George or somebody, man. Do you have League Pass, Dan? Not anymore. I had League Pass 2 years ago. I used to watch KCP play. He was way better than what he's showing now, so that's disappointing. You watch every Laker game? Every single Laker game, man. I never miss out. Every single season, you can find me here because I'm always gonna be there, man. Even if we go 0-82, you know, I'm a diehard Laker fan, so it hurts. These games hurt, especially versus the Clippers, man. You never want to lose versus that barf of a team. They're atrocious. They're a pretender. Every single year, they barely make it to the playoffs, only to get bounced in the first or second round. That is a garbage team. We should be doing a lot better versus this team. And I know they got an all-star in Blake Griffin, and I know they got a pretend all-star in DeAndre, but we're still better than them overall, you know, on paper. We just not, I don't know. I feel like we've lost passion. A lot of it is the coaching staff. They lost the locker room. We've lost the passion we started the season with, the heart, the grit, the determination. Those other games, you know, we were in them, and I was proud even though we were losing. These games, man, it's hard to get behind it. But I'm still behind my team no matter what, man. When is the Laker gear coming, Dan? Laker gear? What you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, you mean the video? Oh, my God. You've been begging for that, haven't you? My house is a mess right now, man. I don't even want to show you guys around right now. I haven't had time. I've been running up and down, back and forth for business purposes, LA, and, you know, back to my crib. So I haven't had time, man. As soon as I get a time, you'll be the first to know. My go-to guy for Laker Talk, Dtlf. Hey, that's what's up, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the loyalty. I appreciate all you guys. One nation, under magic, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All the Laker fans need justice, so hopefully they could turn this thing around, man. Hopefully. Yeah, we definitely need Lonzo. I'm glad that this happened because Lonzo was being so underappreciated, right? But I'm glad this happened so now people can see how valuable he is to the team. Love the sweater. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, Arturo. Show how special Lonzo really is. Yes, it does. Dan, should we donate a shoulder to Lonzo? I would give up both of my shoulders to Lonzo, man. I was hoping if Austin Rivers was injured, maybe we could have petitioned to give up his shoulder to Lonzo. You know what I mean? The coach's son for LeVar's son. I'll make that trade any day. Let's go. Who got it better than us? I don't know. Why do people want to trade Ingram? Impatience, my friend. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for my halftime show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Looks like the game's about to start. I always got my eye on the TV, so I run it up until, you know, the screen pops up with the Lakers court. So I'm ready, man. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys right after the game.